Hi everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. It's a beautiful day today, at least here in Florida. I'm here to tell you about my story that I feel compelled to tell, and hopefully it will benefit someone. I'm being led by the Holy Spirit to do this and tell my story, give part of my testimony. I'm gonna do this in parts because it's a long story. It took me years, but to get it started, it all started when I reconnected with a friend of mine in Facebook, from high school, and she actually was like, you're not going to believe my story, she was telling me, but it was incredible. She became a pastor and everything, and she was telling me she never expected to be one. And she told me she was going to come and visit Florida, and I go, oh my gosh, we need to meet, we need to get together, and I'm all ears. I want to hear your story. And she did. She came. We got to talk, and she told me this incredible story. It blew my mind. She told me that when we were back in high school, and I didn't know this, I found that out when she came, that there was a stalker. It was someone that was stalking her when we were teenagers, and that it was, and the police came to her and her parents, letting them know the situation, and that they were trying to catch the guy. Very scary stuff. And to make the long story short, she helped the police, and they were able to catch this guy, which is wonderful, obviously, because he had very bad intentions, obviously. And she told me, and that's why she told me that suddenly she disappeared, and I never saw her again. It was because after all this happened, actually she went back to Colombia. Her parents wanted for them to go back to Colombia because they got scared because of the situation, and I kind of don't blame them in a way, I guess. And then she told me that when she went back to Colombia, she had all the idea of coming back again here, and the thing is that she was like getting herself prepared, and and then one day she went to church. She was not religious, or her parents were not very religious, that I can remember, but she went to church in one opportunity, and she told me that the preacher went up to her didn't know her, and didn't know her thoughts, because she was thinking, she didn't say anything to anybody, kind of, and the priest started telling her that she had a mission, and that God has work for her, and that she would stay in the country, and that she would probably end up doing ministry. And she was like, what, me? Are you kidding me? No. I mean, she wasn't even thinking about this. I was, really? And she goes, yeah. And then one thing led to another. When it came about to see, she ended up really staying there. She became a doctor. She's a doctor now, and so that's her profession. And she has a ministry too with her husband, and she has like 3 kids, if I'm not mistaken. And it's just incredible. And I'm here in my mind, wow, God connected to her. She sent someone to speak. I mean, is God that real? Because I never had that connection with God back then. I never met anyone, that the story was so unbelievable. So, like in the spiritual realm, connecting with the earth, and this curiosity just, whoa, I needed to find out more. I was just curious, and it left me with all this curiosity in me. I just didn't know. I just started searching for God, praying, starting to pray more, starting to read the Bible every once in a while, which I didn't read or had it in book. I think I end up going and buying me one. It's incredible. After that, I started digging in and searching and trying to find something. And I found out about this incredible young girl. Well, now she's a young woman. Kane Kramaric. She started when she was really young, like 3 years old. I mean, special, someone definitely. Painter. She paints these beautiful drawings. And at the beginning, when she was a little girl, she would made a comment that she was connected with God. And her parents were not even religious or spiritual. They didn't even, I think, believe in God. And she would say that she had connection with God, that God will show her things and she will draw them. It was just like, whoa, this is true. It's like, I was brought up in a Catholic atmosphere. My parents are Catholic, and I went to Catholic school. I memorized prayers. But I never felt a connection. I felt God was far away from me. I felt like that I was not that important, when all in reality is all the difference. It's all completely different. And yes, that he's a live God. The same, God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit is alive. It hears you. It knows your heart. Guys, then I found out about a Kane Kramaric through actually the story of a little boy who almost died, and he saw heaven. He said that he was in heaven, and the things that he said, it was impossible to say that he was making it up, or it was impossible. He mentioned things that mom and dad only knew, and they never told him about it. And the movie, the book, it's called Heaven is Real. It was done back in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what everything started in me. Everything. I changed. I started changing after that. My life has been difficult and still is. But my way of seeing life is so different. I became baptized, born again, on February 27, 2 years ago. So that's why I'm here, giving part of my testimony. My story is too long, so I'm going to make short stories about it, most probably. That's what I'm going to do. But that's how everything started. So I'm hoping that this will be helping someone that, to be led to search for Jesus, for God, because he's alive. He's alive, and he wants a connection with you. Well, hope everybody has a blessed Sunday, and I'll be talking to you soon. All right, bye-bye.